It looked like a scene straight out of a dystopian movie, only it wasn't fiction. Dozens of robotic dogs, black, metallic, and eerily lifelike, marched alongside soldiers in perfect formation. Their heads swiveled mechanically. Their legs moved with frightening precision, and mounted on some of their backs were machine guns. This wasn't Hollywood. This was real footage from China. State media proudly announced what they called the world's first army of robot dogs, and within hours the internet was flooded with one reaction: pure disbelief. Because if these machines can walk, run, and fight like humans, then what's stopping them from replacing humans entirely? The clip was short, only a few minutes long, but it was enough to spark a wave of debate and fear across the globe. It showed soldiers unloading robot dogs from armored trucks. The moment the machines hit the ground, they sprang to life. No startup delay, no hesitation. They marched beside soldiers, scanning the terrain with built-in cameras and sensors. One particular clip stood out: a robot dog perched on top of a building, aiming a mounted rifle into the distance. The headline read, "China's New Mechanical Soldiers." People weren't sure if it was a demonstration or a warning, but one thing was clear: this was no prototype. These machines looked ready for combat, and the idea of a robot army, something we once laughed off as sci-fi, suddenly felt a lot closer to reality. So why is China investing so heavily in robotic soldiers? According to defense insiders, it's part of a long-term plan called intelligentized warfare. Unlike the US, which focuses on high-end AI for drones and cybersecurity, China's strategy leans toward building physical, autonomous units, machines that can operate on the front lines. Their goal is simple: reduce human casualties and increase battlefield efficiency. But there's also something deeper here. These robot dogs are psychological weapons too. They show the world that China is capable of merging robotics and artificial intelligence faster than anyone expected. And in modern warfare, power isn't just about who has the biggest army, it's about who has the smartest one. At first glance, they look small, about the size of a large dog. But each one is a technological monster. Equipped with LiDAR sensors, infrared vision, HD cameras, and advanced gyroscopic balancing, these robots can navigate rough terrain, climb stairs, and even jump onto rooftops. Their movements are disturbingly lifelike. Some analysts compare their walking patterns to Boston Dynamics' famous Spot robot, but with heavier armor and military-grade stability. Each unit can carry up to 30 kilograms of equipment, including rifles, surveillance gear, or communication devices. They're powered by rechargeable lithium batteries and can operate for hours on a single charge. The AI system inside learns and adapts, meaning the longer it operates, the smarter it becomes. And when paired with drones, these dogs form a synchronized network of land and air intelligence, scanning battlefields in real time. It's not hard to see why some experts are already calling them digital soldiers. The technology behind these dogs didn't come out of nowhere. It started in research labs like Robotics, one of China's leading robotics companies based in Hangzhou. Unitree originally built these robots for harmless purposes: logistics, delivery, search and rescue. But over time, the military saw an opportunity. They bought, modified, and weaponized the designs. The first militarized prototypes appeared in 2021, but the latest footage shows something far more advanced: faster, more stable, and clearly combat-ready. Within a few years, the transformation was complete. What began as an engineering project became a potential tool of war. And that rapid evolution is what worries people most. If this progress happened in just a few years, imagine what the next decade might look like. Reports suggest these robot dogs could serve multiple battlefield roles. They can scout dangerous terrain, carry ammunition, or act as decoys to draw enemy fire. Some can even enter buildings before human troops, clearing rooms or scanning for hostiles. Think about that. Machines taking point in urban warfare, moving silently through streets and corridors, guided only by sensors and algorithms. China's demonstrations also showed them working with aerial drones, communicating seamlessly. Imagine a future battle where hundreds of drones fly overhead while robot dogs advance below, both linked to a central AI command system that processes millions of data points instantly. It's coordination no human army could ever match. After the video spread online, countries across the world started paying attention. In the United States, the Pentagon acknowledged that it had been experimenting with similar quadruped robots, but none had reached this level of weaponization. Russia and South Korea also have prototypes, though their focus has mostly been defense and surveillance. But now the game has changed. Analysts believe this could trigger a new kind of arms race, not for nuclear weapons, but for AI-driven soldiers. Because once one nation proves it can replace a human with a machine, others won't be far behind. And in that race, there's no finish line, just faster, smarter, more autonomous machines. The rise of robot soldiers brings a question no one can easily answer. Should machines be allowed to make life and death decisions? China insists these dogs won't act independently. They'll follow human commands like any other weapon. But experts warn that autonomy is a slippery slope. Once machines can identify and target threats, the step to acting on their own becomes dangerously small. What happens if communication is lost on the battlefield? If the AI makes a wrong calculation? Can you hold a robot accountable for a mistake that costs human lives? These are the ethical questions that the world isn't ready to face, but technology is forcing them to the surface faster than expected. As one researcher put it, the moment machines start killing for us, we lose control of what it means to be human. What's even more unsettling is that this video might not show the full picture. China, like every major power, keeps its most advanced projects classified. Some reports suggest they're already testing larger versions, machines capable of carrying heavier weapons or operating in swarms. Others hint at AI-powered command networks where robotic units communicate and adapt in real time without human input. And if that's true, then what we're seeing now might only be the early stage, a glimpse into something much bigger. Because history tells us one thing: once a weapon is created, it will always evolve. Many experts say it's only a matter of time. In a decade, robot dogs could handle surveillance, logistics, even combat, all while human soldiers remain behind screens. It might sound efficient, but it also removes the emotion and hesitation that define human warfare. Machines don't question orders. They don't feel guilt. They just execute. And once war becomes a battle of automation, where emotion plays no part, the consequences could be far more devastating. It's a future that feels both fascinating and terrifying. At its core, this isn't just about technology, it's about control. China is making a statement that it's ready to lead the next era of warfare, one powered by artificial intelligence and robotics. But it's also revealing something about humanity itself. For thousands of years, wars have been fought by people, driven by emotion, loyalty, and fear. Now we're building machines to take our place, and maybe the real question isn't whether we can do it, but whether we should. So next time you see that clip of robot dogs marching in formation, remember, this isn't the future, it's the present. Machines that walk, see, and fight are already here. And as nations compete to perfect them, we may be watching the dawn of a new kind of army, one that doesn't breathe, doesn't feel, and doesn't stop. It's the beginning of an era that could change warfare forever, and maybe change what it means to be human.